Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Stephanie, and in today's video I want to talk to you about faux stems and faux flowers, where to get them and how to arrange them, and which faux stems would be better to keep everything on a budget and to give the illusion that they are real. I typically buy mine at Hobby Lobby just because I believe it's the most affordable place to purchase them, because they always offer every other week 50% off their floral selection. So I like to shop there. Not to say that there isn't any other good faux stems in other craft stores. I just like it for the bargain price at Hobby Lobby. I also like to purchase some greenery at thrift stores. I end up finding pretty good bushels of flowers or greenery at Goodwill or just a thrift market spot. So I buy them there too because it's an affordable option. So I personally like to only spend about $2 to $5 is my range for each stem of faux greenery. But again, I'm a conservative shopper. You may not be as conservative, so you can buy as much or as little as you like. So things to look out for when browsing the floral section at Hobby Lobby is make sure that the faux greenery isn't as waxy or plasticky looking. It's like a dead giveaway that it's fake. You want to give the illusion, you know that they're not real, but giving the illusion like where you have to do a double take to see, hey, is that real, is it not, is what you're aiming for here. So if it's too plasticky, you know that it's fake. Now, some greenery that I pick up is somewhat a little bit on the plasticky side, but if you mix in with other non-plasticky looking faux greenery, then it still creates that illusion. So of course you want to pick up some greenery that is the most realistic. So I know Hobby Lobby has a lot of the florals that are real to the touch, like the roses and some other like leafy-like stems, and those are great. Some are at a great price point and some are not. So sometimes I skip on those and just try to go with the next type of floral that's kind of similar but may not be real feeling to the touch. So it's all about your budget at this point and what you feel comfortable in spending for faux greenery. Another thing to look out for are a variety of mixed green stems. So I like to mix it, not have the same one for every arrangement. If you mix it, it'll create that realistic look and the illusion that it is real. So I'm going to share with you my faux greenery that I've purchased in the past and some greenery that I picked up recently, and I think that these combination of greenery will give me that realistic look that I want for this springtime. So this bushel here, or this bouquet of flowers here, they don't say the names, but I'll show you the serial number here. It was $7.99, and of course everything that I'm going to share with you is half of the price. So I felt comfortable purchasing this for $4 for this bushel of greenery, florals, however you want to name it. It's a bunch, so I can use this and not have to buy as many to fill up a vase or a basket. So it's a pretty good amount of florals here. So I liked this one, and again I picked up other supporting greenery to help make this more realistic. So for my florals, I typically purchase these from Hobby Lobby. So each stem is $3.99, so half of that. I love these so much. They resemble a hydrangea, however they're smaller, so I don't think they're hydrangeas. But these are my favorite to pick from there because not only are they affordable, they look pretty realistic, especially the leafy part, and if you arrange them like this, it almost looks from afar like they're actual cut hydrangeas or whatever the flower name is, and put into a basket. So I just like that, and I didn't have to buy a whole bunch. I've had these for many years now. I've bought a little bit here and there. So typically what I do for an arrangement like this to look like it's full but still keep it budget friendly, I put a bunch of bags in there, so grocery bags, trash bags, whatever, and I create a bunch and put it down at the bottom so that way it gives me some height. So the bags are right here, and all I have to do is put my faux flowers on here and then just arrange them to where they look like they would naturally drip if there were real fresh cut flowers, you know, picked from outside, placed into a basket. So another of my faux greenery that I picked up, I think 2 years ago, is this one right here. So I like the leaf part of it. It's a little bit on the muted side, and it has like these little buds or berries, I don't know what you would call them, but I like that texture with these leaves, and I like how, again, it's a big bushel here so that I can stretch it out. I can cut them in half like this and use one in one arrangement and the other in another, so I can stretch this out pretty good for the price. This one was $12.99, half of that. So this is a new purchase from Hobby Lobby this year. I purchased these and I only purchased 2 of them. So this might be my favorite from Hobby Lobby. It's these leafy, really fresh green color looking stem here with like little twiggy looking pieces, vine pieces. I just think it looks really realistic. Some have the backing that has a different color, so that kind of is a dead giveaway that it is fake, but I like how this is kind of more on the realistic side. You can see the lines on here, and then on the back you can see the vein and the stem, so I think that's really, really nice. And these were $9.99, so half of that, and I thought that was a great price for these because they give so much realistic look, and it's also pretty full. So my next favorite is this, I think it's called a fern leaf stem, and if you touch it, it kind of has that felt touch. So it's kind of somewhat seems realistic, and it's non-waxy, so it gives that illusion that it is real. And this one is $4.99, so half of that, so I thought that was a great price, and it's also kind of somewhat full. You can definitely cut these apart and add them in different parts to your arrangement. Or just use one with some florals around it. I just think it's really, really pretty. And here is this other stem that I purchased. I thought this one was really cute. I like the little berry looking buds here. I really don't know what this style is or what type of greenery this would be in real life, but I like the look of it, I like the color, and I liked the price. So $5.99, half of that. And the last thing, I picked up some more of this leafy greenery. I have purchased these in the past, and I just love how realistic they look and make an arrangement look, and I also like the price. These are $4.99, half of that, and they come in a brown stem, and just the color is really, really pretty. And this one is next to another similar looking leafy stem, but the leaf looks a little more on the bright green and has some lines coming down it, and it's way cheaper than this one. I think it's $2.99, so half of that would be even cheaper, but I like the deep green look of this one, so that's why I always buy it. And also it's very full, as you can see, so you can cut some of these pieces and move them around in your arrangement. You can probably get away with just buying one for one arrangement. I have done that in the past, but if you need to buy more, it's definitely on the affordable side. So now that I've shown you affordable, realistic type of affordable greenery from Hobby Lobby, now is the question of how much of it do I buy? So the perfect answer is just to figure out really where you want your greenery to be placed in. That will determine how much you need. I typically purchase one big bushel of my main focal point or my main flower. So if it's a hydrangea or if it's a rose or a what do you call sunflower, whatever your flower is, I only purchase mainly 3 because that is a prettier number to look at. So I buy 3 of that main flower. Now if it comes like this, I only purchase 1 bushel. Hobby Lobby had another option right under it that looked a little more realistic, but it was more expensive, so I went with this more affordable option for me. Once you have your 3 pieces of your main flower or a bushel of your main flower, I buy 2 or 3 supporting leafy stems to go with the arrangement. I sometimes get away with just doing one other piece with it. Sometimes I go for a more simple arrangement, and then sometimes I want things to look a little more fuller. That's when I use 2 to 3 more supporting stems to go with my focal point flower. So altogether, I use 3 to 4 pieces for an arrangement, depending on where I am adding my faux greenery in my home. But you can certainly add more than what I am saying, but that will just increase your budget for faux greenery. So to keep things affordable, I typically stay between 3 to 4 pieces of greenery. So on a clear base like this one, I rather cut the stems than actually bend them like I did when I was filling the other crock. Just because this is clear and you can see through it, and looking at a branch kind of being all twisted like that gives it off right away that it's fake. So to kind of create that mysterious illusion of realness, I want to go ahead and cut them. Now this is long enough so I don't have to cut it too far in. So if I cut it, it won't be too much because I do want this arrangement to have some height. So now that I have my stem where I want it to be, I want to give these a bend like a natural branch would, not being all stiff. So I'm just gonna bend just like I did with the other arrangement, and that is the best thing to do with faux greenery, is to just give them bend, so that way they look more natural and realistic, and it doesn't look all stiff. Okay, so I kind of like how this is looking, and that looks really pretty on its own. So if you wanted to just have a very simple leafy piece of greenery, that looks pretty much really good on its own, but I wanted to add one more piece to this, and I'm going to add this, and I've been playing with it a bit so the branches are a little bit bent, but I need to cut this down just a tad to pair it with the leaves here. So something like this, you know, I bent this branch right here, so just to kind of make it look more organic, and kind of just, you know, trick the mind. I'm no expert at arrangements and I am no expert at decorating, but I love to do it, and you know, I like just sharing how I decorate my home on a budget and how I make little arrangements like this to add freshness to the home and to kind of make things look a little more realistic. Also, if you have faux greenery that's like the foamy type and it looks extremely fake, you can still use that. So don't completely get rid of it, or don't feel like you have to toss every single piece and then start fresh. You can still use the pieces that I shared with you along with those other pieces of greenery that you already own and try to combine them enough to where they look real. Then I'm gonna add these furry fern pieces, and this was one big piece and I just cut it down, so I'm able to add different pieces. And typically I like to add one on the left, one on the right, and then in the center. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some ideas on how to create a faux arrangement to kind of give you that realistic illusion in your home to decorate for this spring and summer in your home, and do it all on a budget. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you here at Consider It All Joy, and you can do so by clicking the red subscribe button down below, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye!